In this lesson, we will learn how to automate the user onboarding process at ITLifeSkills. First, we will review the new process for user onboarding at ITLifeSkills. Then we will create the user creation schedule task. After that, we will go through the user onboarding process step by step. Then we will verify the results. Finally, we sum up our lesson with the keynotes. As we learned in the previous lesson, we got the approval from the upper management at ITLifeSkills to onboard new users with this process. We are in the position to create this schedule task to read the user information from the CSV file provided by the HR team and connect to Active Directory to create new users, then export the new accounts information to a CSV file for the service desk team. Per HR requirements, the Windows schedule task is scheduled to run 3 times per day at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. Let's do it. For security reason, we should have a dedicated service account granted with permissions to create new user accounts. However, it is better to delegate the permissions to a group instead of an account. Therefore, I created this group grp-system-automate. Let's double click to open it, then click on Members tab. As you can see, we have the service accounts svc-user-admin. This service account will be used to run the schedule task to create new users at ITLifeSkills. Let's delegate the permissions to create new user accounts to the group grp-system-automate on the OU ITLifeSkills. To do that, we need to right-click on the OUs and click All Tasks, then click Delegate Control, then click Next, then click Add. Here we type in the group name grp-systems-automate. Then we click on Check Names, then click OK, then click Next. Here, the wizards provided us with some common tasks that fit our needs. Therefore, we just need to click on the checkbox, create, delete, and manage user accounts. Then reset user password and force password change at next logon and read user information. In the future, we also want the account to create, delete, and manage groups. So check that box. And we also want it to modify the membership of a group. So we check that box. Now we click on Next, then click Finish. That's it. To prepare for creating the schedule task to create new user accounts, we need to know the path to the PowerShell script. As you can see, it's stored at the location D scripts folder. Let's copy the path. Now, to create the schedule task, we need to open the task scheduler. To do that, we just need to click on the search and type in schedule, then hit enter, and it opens the task scheduler. To make sure our scripts store in a dedicated folder, for example, ITLifeSkills, let's right-click on the task schedule library and click on new folder. Here we type in the name ITLifeSkills, then click on OK. Let's open the ITLifeSkills folder and right-click on it and click on Create Task. Here we type in the name of the task, which is user creation. Then click on the action. Here we click on new and we browse to search for the PowerShell. Then click open. As you can see, the path is C Windows System32 Windows PowerShell v1.0 and PowerShell.exe. And here in the add arguments, we paste the path to the PowerShell script. Then click on OK, and that's it. Let's configure the schedule task to run by the service account. To do that, we need to right-click on the schedule task user creation, then click on properties. Then here we click on change user or group, and here we change the locations to entire directory, then click OK. Now we type in the service account name svc-user-admin and click on check names and click OK. To make sure the tasks run by the schedule, we need to select run where the user is logged on or not. Then check the box run with highest privilege, then click on OK. Here we type in the password of the service account, then click on OK. Here we receive the message from the task scheduler saying that the account must be assigned with the log on as batch jobs rise. So let's click OK. We need to assign that permission to the account. To assign the right log on as batch jobs, we need to open local security policy on the Power server. To do that, in the search box, we type in security and we click on local security policy. And now we click on the local policies and click on user right assignment. Then we search for the log on as batch job. Then double click to open it and click add user or group. Here we type in the group name grp dash systems dash automate, then click on check names, then click OK, then click OK. That's it. Let's configure the task to run 3 times per day at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m., which means the task starts at 9 a.m. and repeats every 3 hours. To do that, we need to right-click on the task and click on Properties, and we click on the Triggers tab, then click on New, and here we change the schedule to daily and change the start time to 9 a.m. So here we need to change it to 00, and here we also need to change this to 00, and we change this to a.m. Now we need to make the task repeat every 3 hours. So here we type in 3 hour and then click on OK. That's it. Finally, we need to click on the settings tab, and here we change the setting stop the task if it runs longer than 3 hours. And we click on OK. All other settings looks good. And now we need to type in the password. Then click on OK. As you can see, the task no longer prompts for require the log on as batch jobs, which means the service account effectively has the log on as batch job right. To make sure the service account can work with the files in the user management folder, we need to grant the group grp-system-automate with the modify permission. So here we need to click on OK and click on OK. That's it. Let's go through the user onboarding process step by step. First, the HR team needs to copy the new users.csv file to the user management folder. To do that, let's log on as Pamela Srini. Here, she needs to type in her password, then hit enter. After login, she opens File Explorer and click on her home folder. Then click on the Onboard Users folder. Here, she needs to copy the new users.csv file that she downloaded from the internal SharePoint site. To do that, she needs to right-click on the file and click on Copy. Then she needs to open the department's network shared drive and open her department folder, Human Resources. Then open the User Management folder, and here she pastes the file. That's it. Here is the content of the new users.csv file that Pamela copied to the user management folder. For testing the process, this file only contains one user, Cameron Ashley Rodriguez. On the file server, the scheduled task will be triggered to run at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. every day. To initiate the process, we can run the task manually. To do that, we need to right-click on the task and click on Run. As you can see, the task changed to running. Let's wait a little bit and refresh the scheduler. To refresh, we just need to right-click and click on Refresh. As you can see, the status changed to ready, which means the task has just created the user Cameron. Let's verify it. To verify, we need to open Active Directory Users and Computers, then click on the Accounting and Finance OU, then click on the Refresh button. As you can see, the account for the user Cameron Rodriguez appear. Let's double click on the account to open. As you can see, the information in the General tabs is correct. Let's click on the Address tab, and the country region set to United States, so it is correct. Now let's click on the Account tab, and it looks good. Let's click on the Profile tab. All the settings are correct. Finally, let's click on the Organization tab. Everything is set up correctly. Here we are on the file server CPVFS01, and we are looking at the user management folder. We see that the file new users.csv was removed. Let's open the completed folder. As you can see, the current users.csv and the provision users.csv files was modified just a few minutes ago. Let's open this file to verify. Here is the content of the provision users.csv file. As you can see, the task inserts the information of the new user, Cameron Ashley Rodriguez, to the end of the file. And here is the content of the current users.csv file. Similarly, the task appends the account information of the user Cameron with the creation date, same account name, password, and the status set to new, which allows the service desk team to recognize it is the new user. After setting up the equipment and assign it to the new user, they will update the batch number, assign sys and the computer name, and change the status to onboarded. This is the end of this lesson. Let's read the keynotes.